About 15 years ago, I went to visit a young man in a hospice facility for people with AIDS. Bless you. Please cover that. People who've been around a long time, like Tulo in Virginia, will have heard this story, but about 15 years ago, I went to visit a young man in a hospice facility for people with AIDS in the Caribbean. He weighed possibly 100 pounds, and he was bedridden. Combination therapies had been available for years already, but it was so unsafe in that culture to be identified as gay that people rolled the dice with their health rather than seeking treatment for a virus that people often associated with the gay community. Just getting tested for it could implicate them, or so they feared, and so they just didn't take care of that. They felt they had a better chance fighting the disease with over-the-counter medicines than fighting murderous gay bashers who were almost never prosecuted. Well, I went in and was sort of shocked by the condition I found him in because people didn't look like that anymore since the meds came out. But I had not maybe realized to what extent that even proper health care in a lot of places is a matter of privilege rather than something one can feel entitled to. Well, I knelt by his bed, and I took his hand, and I prayed. That's what I was there to do. And when I finished, this person who didn't have the strength to stand or even speak, he wouldn't let go of my hand. I've told this story 20 times. I don't know. I'm sorry. A frail hand with an iron grip, silently pleading for just one more moment of human contact. I have no idea what I said in that prayer. It almost doesn't matter. The connection, the presence, that was the prayer. The words were superfluous, they almost always are. So I don't remember what I said, but I will spend the rest of my life remembering that moment. No one should feel untouchable. No one should depart this life without hearing that there is an everlasting love that will never and can never let them go. My call to action, my clarion call for you today is twofold. Share our programming on your social media. Not everyone gets a chance visit from someone in another country to have a 10-minute prayer session. Not everyone gets that in person, but the whole world can get it online. And so share the midday prayer, share episodes of the Queer God Squad, directed by Happening Out Television's Stephen Lowley. Share our Sunday worship services, produced by Happening Out's Darren Lowley. Make a donation. This is the second part. Make a donation sometime this month or next month to the broadcast drive. I met a dear lady last week who drove across the Midwest to attend a conference where I was speaking. And one reason that she did so was that she wanted to meet me. Now, how did she know me from Adam's House Cat? Because she watches Sunshine Cathedral online most Sundays. Now, why does she do that? For our progressive, positive, practical message, for our affirmation of the sacred value of all people, for our understanding and experience that God is love. And how did she know about that message? How did she know that was the message that she wanted to tune into week after week? Because of our broadcast, because she saw it once and then knew she could see it forever thereafter. And that is the case with people in Illinois and Tennessee. Well, you heard the lists that I spoke to people already this morning. And in addition to all of those places, there's South America, there's South Africa, there's the Caribbean, there's China, there's the Yucatan Peninsula, and even more places. Our broadcast is too important and too impactful to take for granted. We can provide all over the world what that young man got in his hospice room. And we need to, and we must. Religion has exported so much hate and fear and division and cruelty somebody's got to give a counter narrative. And I honestly believe that we are the somebody called to do just that. We never want anyone to feel unlovable, untouchable, or utterly alone. We are literally saving people, not from some other world beyond the grave that I can't even prove exists. No, what we're saving them from is loneliness, despair, and degradation. Let's continue to do so. Amen.